Welcome to the video of Vort. Torah tells us, Emor Amarta, speak to the children of Aharon HaKohen and tell them the following. L'nefesh lo yitama bi'amav, that a Kohen may not become tamei meis, defiled by the body of a deceased. A Kohen is not allowed to go to a cemetery. A Kohen is not allowed to bury the deceased under normal circumstances. Emor Amarta, the pasuk says twice, speak and you shall speak. What is the purpose of this double language? And the Mefarshim say this is meant to emphasize the importance of this mitzvah. Emor v'amarta, speak and you shall speak. So what is the purpose, what is the necessity for such emphasis to the Kohanim that they may not become tamei meis? And I think the answer lies in the pasuk itself. The pasuk says, Emor ala Kohanim, speak to the Kohanim, b'nei Aharon, who are the children of Aharon. Of course they're the children of Aharon. The Torah is telling us, B'nei Aharon, Kohanim are defined by being the children of Aharon. Aharon was a lover of peace. He was kind and compassionate human being. Ohev shalom, rodev shalom, ohev es habrios, sumakarvan la Torah. So Kohanim, who are the children of Aharon, might think to themselves, says Rabbi Leib Ginsburg, that it is inconceivable that God would not want me to deal with the remains of a deceased, to help bury another person. After all, that is an extraordinary act of chesed. And we Kohanim, we are defined as being B'nei Aharon. We are defined by chesed. That is who we are. Rabbi Leib Ginsburg says what I would call a religious Yetzer Hara. The Kohanim could say to themselves, it's inconceivable that I shouldn't engage with helping the deceased to be buried. That's an extraordinary act of chesed. It's a Yetzer Hara to say that and to go down that path because it's against the will of Hashem. But it is a religious Yetzer Hara because it is my religious convictions, or what I think to be my religious convictions, that are so motivating me to go down this path. Says the pasuk, Emor v'amarta, emphasize to the Kohanim who are B'nei Aharon, despite the fact that it is inconceivable to you, despite the fact that you are defined by chesed, and this goes against the grain of who you are. Nevertheless, it is the will of Hashem. L'nefesh lo yitama bi'amav. And even when mitzvos might at times be counterintuitive to what we think is appropriate, what we think is moral, what we think is a highly spiritual behavior, nevertheless, our conceptions must fall underneath and submit to what Devar Hashem actually is. And as it was with the Kohanim, so it must be with us. We live in a time when we are bombarded with all types of morals and ideologies and philosophies that might stem from the best parts of who we are, but at the end of the day, might go against Devar Hashem. And in that battle, and in that conflict, when they do arise, between what I think to be appropriate, what I think to be chesed, and what I think to be high spiritual standing, and Devar Hashem, we must, as hard as it might sometimes be, submit ourselves to Devar Hashem. May HaKadosh Baruch Hu give us the strength, the wisdom, and the courage to follow Devar Hashem, His word, and not our own. Good Shabbos.